You think the choices you make each day are harmless, ordinary, barely worth noticing. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Every small decision is a survival test disguised as routine, a quiet simulation of collapse scenarios your brain has been running since before you had language. The stakes only look low because nothing is on fire. Yet. Every time you decide what to buy, who to trust, when to wait, when to walk away, your brain is replaying ancient algorithms built for predators, famine, and tribal politics. This is why your everyday choices feel simple, but carry the psychological weight of a knife edge. Listen closely, because once you understand the mechanics behind the trivial, you'll never look at a grocery aisle or a text message notification the same way again.
You choose quickly when something threatens your comfort because survival once depended on speed. The human fears circuitry does not negotiate. It just shoves you toward the option that feels safest. You think you're choosing the fastest queue at the store, but really, you're performing a micro-evacuation calculation. Your eyes scan faces, body posture, basket size, retreat routes. Your prefrontal cortex pretends it's being logical, but the amygdala already made the decision seconds earlier. This works because neural survival systems treat wasted time as danger. Slow decisions got ancestors eaten. Today, they just make you late, but your biology hasn't updated the software.
You cling to familiar routines because predictability is a psychological equivalent of shelter. In an actual survival environment, pattern recognition keeps you alive. If the river sounds different today, something upstream has changed, and you should be alert. So when life offers choices that break your rhythm, new job, unfamiliar street, a spontaneous yes, you feel friction that isn't truly about risk. It's about your brain asking, do we have a map for this? Since the brain burns more calories under uncertainty, you instinctively drift toward the option that looks like yesterday. This is why you order the same food, complain about monotony, and still repeat it tomorrow. This section is based on practical field survival experience rather than formal academic sources. You avoid choices that expose you to judgment, because reputation once determined whether your tribe kept you or cast you out. Exile used to mean death, so your nervous system treats even mild social decisions as life-threatening events. Should you speak up in a meeting? Should you post that opinion? Should you tell someone the truth? Your brain does a full threat assessment, scanning for cues of dominance, alliance, and potential retaliation. This works because humans survive by cooperation more than strength, and every decision that risks embarrassment feels like stepping outside the campfire circle with no torch.
You overestimate rare dangers and underestimate common ones because the brain prioritizes stimuli that once killed quickly. Snakes, cliffs, angry faces all get emergency processing priority. But long-term threats, poor diet, bad spending habits, toxic relationships, emotional burnout, move silently, steadily, without triggering alarms. So the everyday choices that matter most are the ones you're biologically designed to ignore. Your ancestors feared wolves more than moldy grain, but moldy grain killed far more people. The modern version is choosing doom scrolling over sleep or convenience over health because your body misreads what danger actually looks like in the 21st century.
You choose shortcuts because survival once rewarded efficiency. In the wilderness, wasting energy is more dangerous than wasting time. So when you cut corners, skip details, skim instructions, grab the quickest option, you're reenacting an energy preservation tactic. The problem? Modern systems punish the very instincts that once protected you. Cars, finances, relationships, commitments, these all collapse painfully when you treat them with a primitive, good-enough mindset. But your brain still whispers, save energy now, survive later, unaware that the predators have changed shape. You procrastinate because your brain is designed to prioritize immediate threats, not abstract future consequences. Deadlines are not wolves. Bills are not bears. A looming project feels less urgent than a buzzing phone because your neural architecture gives priority to anything that demands immediate sensory attention. In a survival situation, this prevents you from missing a rustle in the bushes while thinking about next winter. In daily life, it traps you in cycles of delay until the abstract suddenly becomes immediate, and only then does your system finally register the danger, delivering that familiar electric shock of panic.
And finally, you choose people based on signals so ancient you barely notice them. You gravitate toward faces that look predictable, expressions that promise stability, voices that match your inner threat detection profile. Your alliances, friendships, and partnerships are crafted from micro-survival interpretations. Posture that signals safety, humor that diffuses tension, tone that promises loyalty. Humans bond not because they are rational, but because bonding reduces risk. When you choose who sits close to you, physically or emotionally, you're choosing who you trust when the metaphorical darkness falls.
So the psychology of everyday choices is not casual, not neutral, not simple. It is the story of an ancient survival machine placed inside a modern maze, improvising strategies that once saved lives, but now shape habits, relationships, and futures. The smallest decision you make today is a fingerprint left by a brain designed for storms, scarcity, predators, and collapse. And every time you choose, whether it's a meal, a path, a person, or a moment, you're not just navigating daily life. You're reenacting the oldest struggle of all: how to stay alive in a world your mind still believes is full of danger, even when the only thing chasing you is time.